When I was a little kid, I used to live in an apartment complex, and some creepy things happened there. There were some hidden drug deals, and some brutal fights between neighbors. However, none of these can compare to this experience. My parents and I lived in an apartment down the hall from a crazy old lady in her 60s. You might be asking why I call her crazy. Well, she wasn't all there, and she would sing some old, weird songs. She would also occasionally knock on people's doors at night while they were sleeping. Pretty weird, but she was mostly harmless. One day, my friend Jack, who lived down the hall from my floor, invited me over for a sleepover. I asked my parents and they said yes. My friend lived about 2 doors away from the crazy old lady, but I wasn't too concerned. As I said before, she was harmless. During the sleepover, Jack and I did regular kid stuff. Jack and I played video games and ate junk food, much to his parents' annoyance. We kept playing, and we didn't go to bed until midnight. While I was sleeping, I started to hear some deep breathing noises. I asked Jack if it was him. He didn't respond as he was already asleep. He also wasn't that noisy, so I just shrugged it off as being the parents. I started to relax and fell asleep in my sleeping bag. I then suddenly woke up to the same breathing noise again. My eyes started to open. I looked, and there she was, the crazy old lady that lived next door. I smelled her putrid breath as her hands wrapped around my throat. She yelled, "You little punk!" I tried to push her off, but she was too strong. I screamed. Fortunately, my scream woke up Jack and his parents. They immediately ran to my aid. Jack's dad pushed her off of me and pinned her down. They kept her there until the head of the apartment and my parents came. My parents comforted me and made sure that I was alright. The head contacted the police, which later took her in. They seemed to identify her as an escaped asylum patient. The apartment next door was actually supposed to be empty, but she somehow found the key and took the apartment for herself, which creeped me out. Jack and both our families moved out when we had enough money. Jack and I are still friends to this day, and we never forgot this incident. Even thinking about it still scares me.